Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that, I wasn't quite ready and didn't realize it. There's a little hesitation there. But anyway, what you see here is what I've been working on today. I actually started out this morning cleaning off my craft table and working on the floor around me. I got into Natasha, who is Journey of Crafting's live this morning, and got a call from my son, of course, while I was in there, because you guys know whenever I'm live or in a live, I'm going to get a phone call. But anyway, so while I was on the phone with him, I had some of this stuff for making flowers sitting over to the corner because I knew that was what I was going to work on next. So I pulled it out and I started to work on it, and I made this. So I turned my autofocus off, so there we go. That seems to be a little bit better. But I like to incorporate the metal with the doilies to make flowers. And I need to make dimensional flowers for the swap that I'm in. So I thought that I would put some of these together. And a lot of this is the metal that I showed you that I just got in from Monica, who is scrapping for my boys. So I just started layering them up different ways while I was in the live after I got off the phone. So I thought that I would, sorry, my camera did its little wonky thing again, but it didn't go off. Anyway, I just thought that I would start putting these together, and this is what I came up with. They're not glued or anything. I just have them put together, and then I've got more doilies here for the ones that I need to make yet. But I got to thinking, why aren't I doing this on camera so that you guys can do a craft with me? So I only have I've only got about half an hour before I have something else I have to do tonight. But I just thought maybe we could glue some of these and hang out a little bit. Maybe you guys got something you're working on that you want to have someone that you can craft along with. So we'll just do that for a little bit. So I am just taking these apart and gluing the layers together. See, this is what the metal filigree looks like. And I'm just using Fabri-Tac to put these together. And this is my old one. And I added, it's my old Fabri-Tac. I added some nail polish to it, nail polish remover, sorry, to thin it out a little bit because it got to where I was having a hard time getting it out of the bottle. And if you get the nail polish remover that has the acetone in it, it will thin out your Fabri-Tac a little bit. Apparently I can't do this and talk at the same time or something. But anyway, that way you can get all of your Fabri-Tac out of the bottle and you don't have to waste any or throw any away or whatever. Because I had started using my new one, but then I thought, why not finish this one out. So I'm just adding another metal piece. I could bring it down a little bit so you guys can see better. And these are the little pieces that I got from Donna Little. Like all these doily pieces I got from Donna Little. And I will link all the channels below that I'm talking about. But I've got like a bunch of, well, now that I went down, hold on a second. You can see all the little pieces I have here, and those are all little snippet pieces that I got from her cutting her doilies apart. And then I've used the little pink ones that I got recently and the little beige colored ones. And then these other ones are ones that I got before. They're pretty much the same except, well, no, they are different. The inside is different. But anyway, these ones are white and these ones are like a cream color. So I just like the variety. So I got this one glued. So as I get them glued, I'm going to move them out of the way so that I know that they're done. So there's that one. Seems to me anytime you use metal and red, it gives it that gypsy feel to me in my mind. But anyway, I'm not going to put any dangles on them like I do the gypsy ones that I make. So, but they're very similar to the ones you've seen me make before. I just really love the metal and the doilies together. I really love that look. I do know how to make other flowers, like with the fabric and the ribbon and, you know, that kind of stuff. But I just decided to go with this style this time. Especially, too, since I have a lot to make. I figured it would be fairly quick. Sorry if that bothers anyone at all, that I'm moving the camera as I have you here, but sometimes I look up and see that it doesn't look quite right. I should have put a little piece of wax paper down, so I'm just going to grab some right now. If I can not drop anything. I don't know why that never wants to tear very good. Probably forgot the cheap Walmart brand. Just gonna fold that into a little square just so when I'm gluing it doesn't get on my mat. Okay. So you could probably tell from what I've said so far that I did not work today. In the summertime, there's no summer program on Fridays. It's just Tuesday through Thursday. And if you watch all my videos, you've heard me say that more than once. But I like to say it just in case there's somebody new. I have had a few people who are new join my channel recently, so I want to say welcome and thank you to them for subscribing. So yeah, I spent a lot of time today in lives, because as soon as Natasha was done, Laura, who is the Jersey Crafter, she came on live, and she hasn't been on in a little bit. So, of course, I had to go hang out with her, because she's my pea in a pod. Plus, I just love her. She is very positive and uplifting, and we just, oh my gosh, we have so much fun on her channel, and today was no different. We had a fabulous time. You ever get a chance, you definitely want to check out her channel. You won't be disappointed. All right, on to the next one. But when I sat in Laura's channel, or in her live, she was showing some things that she had got, like some purchases and some Happy Mail and live sale stuff, that kind of thing. And I didn't want to miss it, so, you know, you kind of have to pay attention. So I didn't do any crafting or cleaning or anything while I was there. And so I didn't get a lot done at that point. But that's okay, you know, it's my day off, and it's okay if I want to just sit and hang out with I was going to say people, but it's the PIBs, the people in the box, is what Laura calls them. So that's what I did this afternoon. I did run out this morning and go to the Crazy Lady and get my auction stuff. Crazy Lady is her like her store or her Facebook or whatever. It's the crazy auction lady or something like that. That's what she's called. But I had several things from different lots that I had to pick up. And she was telling me about how they're going to be at fair this next week, and she's going to have all of her stuff marked down, so I may have to go see what she's got there, you know, see if there's anything for junk journaling or crafting that I need. I don't think that's stuck together very well, or maybe it is. Maybe it's sticking to the paper. I don't know. That's not stuck down very well. I probably should be using, I don't know, maybe I should be using hot glue or something, but Fabri-Tac should hold it. It just takes a little bit longer to dry. But anyway, she was telling me too that she works 3 jobs. And I'm thinking, what does your husband do? Not that it's any of my business, but you know, she's got 2 little kids. And apparently she works at a horse ranch, and she does this store that she's getting ready to open, a thrift store. And I don't know what her 3rd job is, but geez, isn't that enough? I'll probably do another video later showing you guys what I got. I got 4 packages in the mail today from various things. One was from eBay. One was from a jewelry live sale. And then 2 of them were from live sales for like junk journal supplies. So, or maybe I'll go live for that. I don't know. I never know for sure when I'm going to go live or if I'm going to go live. So I apologize to those of you who have missed. Well, son of a gun, none of the other ones gave me this much trouble. I think I'm just going to set that aside on the paper and see where we're at once that dries. Because I know I've got some thicker metal pieces on there. And that could be what's giving me trouble. So let me get some more wax paper. I know tomorrow there's going to be a lot of live sales going on. So I don't know that I will go live or not. I mean, I know people say, you know, there's enough internet for all of us. And, you know, if you wait for there not to be a live sale, you know, chances are pretty good you'll never go live. But I don't know. Just kind of like if I know somebody's doing something, I just kind of hate to, you know, go on during that time if I can avoid it, you know. But I'll just see what happens. I'll see how I feel about it then. I may get to where I do like a regular time and have regular things planned or whatever, but right now my schedule is still pretty busy to where it's hard for me to plan it like that. So, oops. Ooh, I think I'm leaving my lid off and my glue's getting all like air in it. It's making little popping noises. But yeah, these aren't anything hard to do. It's just a matter of layering your doilies and your metals in a way that is pleasing to your eye. These little pieces I'm using in the center were gifted to me. I can't remember who, but I know they were, you know, part of the things that were sent to me during one of my challenge giveaways that I did on my channel. So thank you to whomever sent those. They are coming in handy for the flowers. Love these little pink ones, but not everybody likes pink, so I wanted to mix it up a little bit and have some that were more neutral colors as well. We don't have a theme that we have to follow for this or a certain style or anything. I think it just needs to all correlate with each other, you know. I just love these little doily pieces. They're just perfect, you know, for this kind of thing. They just add the right the right touch to add dimension to the flowers. Another reason I'm not sure if I want to show you the stuff live or not is because it's really hard to show stuff and then also keep track of what's going on in chat. And then people get talking and you want to, like, you know, be a part of the conversation, but you got to pay attention to what you're talking about and you get distracted. And so if this Fabri-Tac doesn't end up working to hold this, I will let you guys know. Like, I'll let you know what I ended up using, or, you know, what happened or whatever. But I'm hoping it's going to work and I don't have to redo this. Seems like I recall that Fabri-Tac is supposed to hold just about anything. So my son was doing better after I took him to the doctor yesterday and he got that steroid shot. Now I guess tonight, you know, he's just on the oral steroid now and the shot is wearing off and he was starting to cough a lot again. That bronchitis, I'll tell you, that stuff gets in there. Look at my glue. Do you see what it's doing there? It's getting to be a hot mess. What the heck? It's the only thing I don't like about Fabri-Tac is if you don't get the lid on, it does this little thing it's doing right now where it's popping out of the bottle because of the air. But, you know, it'd be a pain to keep putting the glue on, or the cap on and off because I'm using it. But, oops. Can't even really clean it off on there either because it's kind of like gummy or something. I don't know. Let's see if that sticks. I try to offset, you know, so that the petals are going opposite. But he is off work the next couple days, and hopefully that'll give him some time to get his body healing and recover a little bit from this. I guess it's a virus. That's what they say. He doesn't get sick very often, but when he does, boy, he gets it good. And it's usually this respiratory stuff. And I don't know if that's because, you know, he has asthma and he's more susceptible to that stuff or what. I don't know. Seems like with my kids, it's one thing or another. Either it's him with this stuff or my daughter with her migraines. You know, and as parents, we just want our kids to be well and able to function in life, you know, and be healthy, but it's not always the cards they're dealt. Okay. Oopsie. Fingers are getting all glue, and so the stuff is sticking to them. And you got all those strings to deal with too, as you guys know. Just kind of trying to push that down a little bit to get it to set in and dry a little bit. Oh, and then my finger sticks and pops it back up again. I think that's, yep, that's the last one that I have already put together. I guess I could show you a couple about, you know, like how I go through the process. It's not really difficult. I mean, I start with this one, and then I decide, whoops, let me put my top on here. Ugh, no, they're not. It is a mess. It needs to be, hold on a second, you guys. I just want to clean this glue top off. It's like, geez, all over the place. And of course, here I am again without a paper towel, because do I think of that ahead of time? No, of course not. That would be way too much like planning ahead. What do I have? Oh, that's not what I wanted to touch. Oh, no. Look at what I did. I'll show you so you guys can laugh. I touched napkins that I did not want to touch because they're pieces I'm saving. And of course my fingers are all glue. I was trying to, I thought I had a piece of napkin that was, I got myself in a pickle is what I did, because I was trying to clean the glue off, and you see what happened? I've got nothing here to wipe it off with. Let me take this off this stuff. What do you call it? Wax paper. Use that to wipe my hands off. Sometimes I just don't think when I'm on camera, and I do things that I later regret because it doesn't work. And I don't edit, so whatever happens, happens, and that's what you guys see. And now I'm trying to peel the glue off my fingers so I can at least show you one of these as I put it together, because well, I got about 10 minutes left before I got to get off of here. And you're just sitting there looking at nothing while I'm peeling off glue. Sorry about that. Okay, so I really like these ones, but they're so pretty, I don't want to cover them up. So I haven't been using those for this project. But I have these ones, and then I have these ones here. Just a second. And they're very similar, but they are not quite the same. Can you see how they're a little bit different? So what have I been using? I've been using this one, the smaller one. I did use a few of these though, but see, these are smaller doilies, and I was using the bigger ones on the bigger doilies. But I think I'm going to use one on here just because I'm getting down to about the same amount of each one. And these ones, I'm actually going to glue them as I go. I didn't actually glue them down earlier because, you know, I did get to thinking, well, I better not do that because I could do a craft with me and do it with you guys. So I just put them together and left them sit. All right, so then the next thing is I like to put another little doily in between. And maybe I probably should have tried it before I glued to see what I like. But I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like this is not one of my better videos. I apologize for that. All I'm doing, raise that up so you can see, is I'm just looking through my pile here to see what I might want to use, because now I can't put it on there to see what it looks like. This is a little bit different one that I haven't used. I don't know if that's, yeah, I might use that one. It's not as full, but that's okay. A little bit different. I think there was enough glue coming through to hold that. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not in frame now because I moved my camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so I put this one down, and I was just saying, see how it's not quite as full as some of the other ones? Excuse me, but I think that'll be okay. And before I put glue on there, let's see, what do I want to... Now I want like one of the little smaller flowers. So like I got, whoops, these ones that I've been using that I could put on there. So, whoops. So that's what that one looks like on there. Or I've got this one. It's a little bit bigger. And if I put it to where it's in between as much as possible, you can still see the white. So there's that one. I kind of like that one. Look over here and see how many of these I've used. I haven't used very many of these. Maybe I'll just go ahead and use it. I also have these ones too that I've been using. But I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one because of the fact that I don't have very many with that one. And it works well with this piece that I've got on here right now. Just put that top back on. So we'll stagger that and put that on. Just kind of hold it there. And then I just put a centerpiece on. So because it's white, I have a lot more versatility in what I can put on there. Whoops. And I've got all these pieces right there that I can choose from. So, but it's kind of, there's a lot of thicker layering here. So I don't want to put anything on that is too thick. So I think I'm just going to put, I think I'll put this little blue flower that I'm trying to get a hold of. And then that'll give it a little color. And that is all there is to making these flowers. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you again to all my new subscribers and to all of the people that have been subscribed and coming to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I enjoy your comments and I love seeing you in lives. And just thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.